Welcome back to Playing Voodoo. I'm your host Derek, and today joining me, as always, Alex and Martin. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, your team's doing the best. Yeah.
I feel pretty good about my team.
Yeah.
Exciting episode.
Was it?
I thought it was exciting because I was interested in the story arc of the Birdcage idol. We got that with two tribes. We'll get into that a little later. First, let's start with the Ratu tribe.
Which is?
The tribe that went to tribal council first episode, Purple.
Oh man, they're a hot mess, dude. So this is the thing, is I want them to keep going to tribal council because now everyone on that tribe is Team Martin. So the more they go to tribal council, the better for me. Everyone on that
No, episode 1, sorry.
Yeah,
not episode 2.
1.
Oh.
Yeah,
Orange
they
tribe.
get back from
Orange
camp,
tribe.
from tribal.
Dude, I was like, purple. Okay. Orange tribe.
Are they orange?
Yeah, they're orange.
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're a
okay.
hot mess too.
Yeah.
Only green is the only stable one, I guess. Right now.
But we see Matthew. I know I said that it could be a possibility. Martin also brought it up that people were saying that maybe he's going to use the shot in the dark to get Brandon to play his idol. Do you buy it that that's what he intentionally did?
I think I have no reason to doubt him. I guess I don't think he's lying to us. I don't know. I think it was a very circumstantial move. I think it worked this time, but it's not a move I suggest to do often. But do you not believe him?
I don't know. Like you just said.
I mean, best case scenario for him happened. So
is it? Does anyone trust him?
Yeah, because he didn't vote for anyone. You know who got most of the blame on that? It was fucking Kane. Yeah, Kane is in more trouble than anyone now.
That's true.
He didn't vote for anyone. I think maybe is it Lauren is the other woman on that track? Jamie and Lauren.
Yep.
Lauren used her banker vote, so now she has the extra vote.
Lauren just said no. She said out loud, "Hey, I have 2 votes now."
Yeah, she told everyone, which is weird. But she didn't. I don't know how she feels about Matthew. Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna trust him or not. I don't think Jamie really cares.
Wouldn't it have been smarter on Matthew's standpoint just to vote with
Brandon?
Brandon to ensure that they have trust.
But he also wanted to flush the idol too. And he posed it as he was in survival mode. And
it's week 1. It's episode 1.
Yeah, I know, but he posed like I don't agree with everything he did, but I think it was a calculated risk on his end. Maybe I'm just biased, but I have to trust him. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do think he indeed did it purposefully. Well, now, whether or not I think that pays off in the long run, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's only for the gods to decide, I guess.
And then also in this episode, the Ratu tribe, we see Kane looking for firewood, where he might actually find an idol, and he finds a crab. He's dug himself quite the hole. Seems like he's on the bottom.
Yeah, it's crazy that voting dug himself a hole. I mean, it was just, I don't know. I feel bad for Kane. I feel like he got the short end of the stick on this one. I don't know. He's your guy, right?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think he's in a bad spot.
I mean, if he
I do
that camp and just make it to whether it's a tribe swap or a merge, I think he could.
There's no swaps.
Yeah, I don't. You keep talking about this imaginary swap.
I keep people I keep seeing people talk about it.
A swap?
Yeah.
There's no swaps with 3 tribes typically.
No,
there was 35.
35 there was. There's been a couple times.
There's been a couple, but not since 41, 42 to 43 didn't. And this is the new era.
Yeah, no. The 40s haven't swapped in a while.
No.
Ever. Yeah, I want to swap, but I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
Last thing I want to note about the Ratu tribe. What do you make of Matthew admitting to building the puzzle in the challenge? What do you take? What's your take on that?
I get you're excited, but you gotta play cool, you know.
Is that peanut target on his back? You think?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, the guy built a fucking snake puzzle to practice it. What else?
It was very impressive.
It was. He was
First
pretty
try.
good at it. Yeah.
Didn't drop it.
No, he was good. He used it. Okay.
Yeah. And he was dealing with his, at least that we know, shoulder injury while doing it.
Yeah, but he had to compete.
Unlike someone else who we'll get to, who sat out 2 challenges now and possibly 3 from what I've seen on Twitter.
it's like Carson, because even when he came back and he's like, yo, I made all kinds of puzzles. I'm not telling anyone about that.
So like I was about to say, we've seen both sides where someone's very publicly, I practice this at home, I do it all the time, and one's hiding it.
Yeah.
So people don't know about it.
Yeah.
Do you think Survivor's too predictable with their challenges then?
Yeah.
If that's the case?
Yeah, no, we've talked about this before. Yeah, they're very predictable. Like, you wouldn't see this in Australian Survivor. You see this in American Survivor.
Do you think it's a good thing it's predictable?
No.
Okay.
No. Because then you get shit like this, where people already know the cheat codes and stuff. Like, it was like when Evie made those I don't know if you guys remember season 41, where it was like those balls were connected together and there was a puzzle, he had to make a triangle. Do you remember that one?
Vaguely.
Yeah, well, she was like, oh, I practiced this. It's like, why you tell? It's like, there's already a cheat code for these now, so.
I remember, like, Spencer, because they, repeated a challenge, like, within a few seasons with that small pyramid of, like, 4 pieces.
No, it was how to make a square with, like, 4 pieces.
Okay. Yeah.
And what he did was, they never used the challenge, so he thought, hey, they might use it next season. Mm-hmm. So he paused it, so he knew how to fucking do it. Because you know how, like, they show you real quick? Like, they'll make it, and then they'll show you. He paused it, and then practiced it, so he knew how to do it. He finished it in, like, 2 seconds when he got on his next season. So there's shit like that where it's like, there's already cheat codes set into the game, and if you just know how to do the puzzles, I don't know. And it's not like a slide puzzle, okay? This is, like, simple shit.
Mm-hmm. So that wraps up. Any last thoughts on the Ratu tribe?
Nah.
We move on.
Do they remind you of Baka at all? Do they remind you of the Yellow Tribe?
From last season?
Yeah.
Kind of.
They're going to remind me of the Yellow Tribe.
But just because it's just that big of a mess, like how they were.
Yeah. And I think they might stay... I think they're going to stay strong. Do you see them losing in the challenges coming up?
I don't see one tribe losing. And that's the tribe we'll get to next.
Or maybe it's going to be like a orange and purple team up like last season to get a green loss.
But at the end, it didn't matter because Baka still had a winner.
That's what I'm saying. So it's going to be Matthew. Congratulations, everyone. No, I'm gonna start pitching out trades almost ASAP.
Okay. We'll get to it later on.
I got to start.
Later on the episode, we'll talk about our drafts, our teams, how we're feeling a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Soka. They're strong.
The men are.
The men are very strong.
I don't know about the women necessarily, but it doesn't matter at this point. Man.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Claire now sit out 2 challenges.
And Jeff pointed it out, too, so...
It was weird. It was really awkward.
It was really kind of a strange one.
Did you think... It didn't seem like it was mutual. I think she just said, I'm sitting out, from what I gather.
I mean, you said... So, there's a third time she sat out?
There's a photo on Twitter of the four others competing in a challenge. So... Because now... Yeah, 2 people have to sit out, because there's 4 on...
Yeah.
The Tika tribe.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean... Clearly, she must not be good at challenges, and she has to know that. But it's like, is Franny that much better?
I don't know.
I've never seen her in a challenge. I've never seen Claire in a challenge, so who knows? Maybe she's really uncoordinated.
Do you think she's kind of just have this confidence that they won't go to tribal? Because like that tribe has so far been pretty strong.
Well, what would that do? Like, what do you mean?
I don't know, like, she's confident that they kind of just went out until like the merge.
It's bold to do so.
To sit? I mean, yeah. Sandra did it.
But Sandra already had that. Like, she knew she was perceived and showed that she was weak in challenges. We haven't seen Claire in a challenge to know if she's the weakest.
Like, they haven't shown any, I think, pushback from the other tribe members, have they?
What do you mean?
Like, back at camp, like, they haven't shown any pushback to Claire not seeing.
They've barely shown that tribe, dude.
Yeah.
Unless it's Matt or Franny, they're not really showing it.
Yeah, Matt and Franny. That was one of the things that we saw this week with the Soka tribe.
It's showmance. It's showmance. Yeah. They're going to start dating. And Claire is like, what the fuck are you guys doing? What are they doing?
Do you think Survivor's setting up for one of them to go? Like, once Soka goes to tribal?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Or would it be someone that's possibly on the outside, being Danny, who was away from camp quite a bit this episode, messing with a birdcage.
He found it. He found the idol.
Found it.
Yeah.
Found it?
Hit it.
No one suspected anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
played it off really well.
Yeah. Danny's I don't see him winning, to be honest. So it was a good move, but I don't have hopes for Danny, I guess.
I perceive him basically, I don't know. Maybe he's just wants to find an idol, but I do kind of perceive him maybe at the bottom of that tribe.
Maybe, but I still see like him kind of being like the leader of that tribe in a
Really?
way too. Who would you put in the leader role?
Claire.
Really?
Or Heidi.
Heidi.
Yeah.
Well,
Really?
it's tough because like how you mentioned, they haven't really shown much from the tribe.
It seems
So
like
you have Matt and Franny.
aligned.
I'm thinking
you're just
Claire.
not sure about the other.
I think Claire's wants to work with Franny and Matt, but is worried about them working together as the game moves along, which is why I think Claire's with those two.
Maybe I still see Danny as like so. I saw a secret scene where they were like
where they lost like the machete.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of the leader of the group in a way.
Just by like default though, like
kind of de facto, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I just for some reason I see him as like the main piece of there, and then kind of Josh is like I don't know. But they do show Franny and Matt a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Manny.
I'm still.
That's gonna be they're showing Manny.
Manny.
Or it should be Frat.
Manny's part of the frat.
Yeah, Manny Frat.
I am still of the mindset I really don't know. I think the winner's on this tribe. I don't know who, but I just have a intuition
Maybe
that the winner's gonna be on
I
this
think
tribe.
it's on orange. I don't think it's on purple. So let's get into that.
Yeah, let's get into Tika.
Oh, boy.
So we just talked about Danny in the birdcage. There's another tribe that had lots of birdcage sequences this episode, and that was the Tika tribe with Carolyn.
Much not as clean birdcage.
No, that was really she
That
almost
was brutal.
fumbled that.
Yeah.
But no one suspects her apparently, which is crazy.
I mean, all four of them went to the water world together, and no one thought of Carolyn.
Nope.
No, and I like that editing where they all thought it was each other.
Yeah.
They're all just like, they're all like just sitting there like I know it was them.
Yam Yam said Sarah. Sarah said Yam Yam.
And then I think
Carson thought Helen.
Helen was hiding something.
Yeah, which ended up being pretty detrimental to her game.
It might have been what sent her home, but we don't know.
What the hell is Carson doing, man? Like, okay, first of all, Yam Yam won the episode.
Yam Yam? I mean,
Yam
Carolyn was the face of the episode.
Yeah, but Yam Yam isn't crazy. And he was able, I think he was the one that was able to get Carson on side. Because I don't think Carolyn alone is able to convince someone else.
Well, Carolyn was spending time just questioning Carson.
Yeah, and I was
like, why are you going with us?
Yeah.
You know, like, why are you with us?
I think
It's great. Honestly, we haven't seen that from Carolyn. It's more than we got from Gabler in 43, seeing some
What's your problem with Gabler?
some strategy.
What do you mean? Gabler had great strategy.
Whatever.
He threw Ellie's name out.
Okay.
And by doing that, he threw Ellie's name out.
But no, Carolyn was exactly right in this scenario. Why would Carson vote with him? He had no reason to.
It's weird, yeah, but I think it's kind of like who you would choose. Would you choose emotional players, which what Yam Yam and Carolyn seem to? Carolyn definitely is an emotional player.
I think it's smarter to play with emotional players.
Yeah, or instead of like, because the two girls, like Helen and Sarah, seem more strategic, so they're probably willing to cut you at any moment when they see it, when it's necessary.
And what's the hierarchy? Where is he like split even with Sarah and Helen? Or is he at the top with
I think
Carolyn and Yam Yam?
He's just in the middle playing both sides.
Well, I don't know if Sarah's going to...
Is he still working with Sarah? Sarah didn't have a vote. We don't know if Carson told her, hey, I'm doing this. We don't know.
Did you see her face? Sarah's face? Was she like confused or something?
I don't recall.
I don't think there was a confused face.
Shocked or anything? Like angry?
I mean, I didn't notice anything like that.
I'm just curious.
But yeah, we'll see. She might still be those four might be working with each other. We don't know. We'll find out next episode.
Why do they gotta vote off the cute girls, dude? What's this? What's going on?
We'll find out.
Right when I saw it, I was like, dude, don't do it. Don't. Just vote off Carolyn. She's got an idol.
I think Alex is more upset because he drafted Helen.
She was third round pick.
Survivor draft.
Yeah. Third round pick. I mean, she didn't have a good showing, I guess.
It sucks. I would never, like, if I'm ever on the show, never want to be gone in your first tribal.
Yeah, or if you do, you better go out spectacular, like Rogue.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, no, yeah, it sucks. I don't know.
So like the hierarchy in that tribe, or is it like?
I think Carson's running it, or
Carson.
I think Carson Yam Yam probably.
Carson-
I don't think Yam Yam's in any trouble of going home next
No, I don't think
on that
he's
tribe.
Safe.
Yeah, everyone loves Yam Yam, but that's the other thing is you really can't take Yam Yam that deep
You
in
can't.
the game because one, you can't take him to Final Four because he knows how to make fire.
Yeah.
And you can't take him to Final Three because he's going to kick your ass at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Carolyn, you could take to Final Three.
Yeah.
Carolyn would crumble at Final Tribal.
Well, she was crumbling just at this tribal.
Yeah, no, she's
Like
not.
you see her like fidgeting, like just all over the place.
Yeah.
I think she's a great cast. I do.
She's a good cast.
Yeah, she's a really good
casting
cast.
choice.
Yeah.
I like Yam Yam more.
So let's get into our superlatives. You guys want to go over the worst move or best move first?
I don't really have a worst move. Maybe, well, Carolyn wasn't great.
Her carelessness with the birdcage.
And
Well,
almost getting bit by a snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if you can call it worse though, because she still came out of it the other side.
Yeah, but it still wasn't a good move.
Yeah.
And so this is the thing. So people have talked about this. One Spot Island always tells people, I'm going to tell people, if you're on Survivor, you don't need to climb up trees to find items. They're not in the trees, okay? They're going to be eye height. They're going to be around, okay? They're going to be on the ground. They're not going to be up in a tree anymore.
When's the last time it was? Was it Ty? Because he got hurt?
Ty's way up there.
Yeah.
Ty had a freaking
Yeah, he was
tree.
bleeding. I don't, maybe 33 or something like that, but no, they're
Although Ty didn't have to do that, because if I remember, you had to build your little pole and then just poke it out.
Yeah.
They're still in trees in Australian Survivor. They can't be. But they provide them like sticks that are nearby.
Yeah, no. So this is American Survivor's not putting stuff in trees anymore.
Yeah.
It's all very much eye level or below.
Yep.
So if you're on Survivor, look to the ground.
And you don't have to look
hard.
Like, it's on the surface.
What was it, an idol or Once Upon a Island of the Idols? It was just a note hanging up.
Yep.
One time I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that was Karishma.
Yeah. Was it Karishma or was it Jamal?
Or Karishma found an advantage that was like hanging in front of a tree.
So that was Island of the Idols. What a terrible season. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Carolyn's was the worst move. I think
Kane saying, "Hey, I'm going for firewood." And
that was pretty dumb too. That was pretty dumb. Franny or maybe Matt telling Franny he doesn't have 2 votes.
Matt telling Franny, or just them not separating from each other at all.
Yeah, too.
Matthew admitting he created this challenge in his backyard and practiced.
Yeah, there was actually a lot of bad moves. What was a good move?
What was a good move? That's a good question.
I mean, Danny's birdcage came out pretty good.
Yeah, Danny's birdcage, good move.
Danny had a good episode.
Danny did really well.
I don't think he's gonna win though.
No.
Yeah. We'll find out what Carson's move was. It's tough to tell still. Like so.
I mean, we know his. What was it? His FBI book that he read on.
Can I say that as a bad
expressions?
What?
Just him and his FBI stuff.
Did he say anything about it?
Well, no. Carson spent all of his confessionals. Like, oh, I read these FBI books on how to read body language.
Body language.
And like that's why Helen has the idol. I was like, what? Like, just comes off as like unlikable.
Yeah, he's the beast of that tribe too, which is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he put on like 30 pounds.
Yeah, but they put him in the hero roles now. He's in the hero roles, which is weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just give it to Danny. Danny pretty much got his idol. Oh, something I do want to note.
Maybe Yam Yam flipping Carson over.
This is actually what I wanted to bring up, because this was like the biggest thing that I think is going to layer into the rest of the season. It could go one of 2 ways. Either, so we saw Danny and Carolyn both get the idols for the birdcage this episode. I noticed Carolyn said the idol was the coin, and then she has some beads. But Danny said the idol was the beads and has his coin. And I also believe Brandon at the time said the idol was the beads and he had this coin.
Yeah.
Well,
so is either Carolyn just flat out wrong about what she thinks it is, or did Survivors switch it up?
No, Carolyn's wrong.
I don't know. I've seen people with that same thing pointing out that each tribe has a different set. So like this tribe has this as their fake, this as their real. So
Yeah, but
each tribe has something different.
I don't have a lot of faith in Carolyn knowing which one's the right one. Danny could figure it out. Brandon could figure out Carolyn. I don't know. It's just something. She's off. She was like too scatterbrained. She didn't even close the back correctly.
No.
She didn't put it back correctly. It was still moving.
I mean, she left it empty like initially too.
Yeah.
She just went back to camp and left it empty-handed.
Yeah.
So it's like, this is the person you're trusting with this info, like, to know which one is the correct one.
I'm on your side. I think she was frazzled and just doesn't know. And it's going to be funny if she leaves the real idol back at camp, those beads, when she needs it most.
It has to be stressful taken from that cage. Like,
oh, yeah, 100%.
Because everyone knows about it, too. That's the other thing.
Will we see in the future episodes, like, Danny, like, hide the fake idol back in the cage and hide the key?
I think he already did, right?
Yeah.
Put it back. I think Danny's fake idol's back in the cage.
It is?
So if someone finds it, then...
And he hid the key, presumably?
I'm not sure what he did with the key. I don't think they said it.
Okay.
He needs to leave a note with it.
Yeah, he does. Hopefully the note doesn't note that there's a fake idol.
One, though, doesn't
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it, though?
It probably would, yeah. Now that I think of it, because unless they give you like a second note to be like...
It's like two like different notes?
Yeah.
Probably.
Maybe. I don't know. Or do you just not leave a note in there at all and just be like, they would just automatically assume it's an idol? But now
we saw that assumption in Australian Survivor this season.
Yeah.
And that led to, a lot
Simon. Dude, he's terrible.
A lot of things happen. So next, let's get into our next boot. What are you guys feeling? Ratu, Soka, Tika, who goes to Tribal?
You're not going to like this, Martin.
Okay.
I think your first overall is going to go.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too confident in her.
I think she's in a really bad spot right now.
So is that your boot for the next episode?
Yeah, I don't think Tika's gonna. They're not physically strong enough, I think, to compete with the other two. So I think they're gonna lose, and I think they're gonna go for the easy. It's either gonna be Carson or Sarah or Carolyn. Basically, Yam Yam is safe on the tribe. He's like the one person that's safe. I don't think everyone wants to let off Yam Yam.
Yeah.
But everyone else could go. So I'm gonna say Sarah. Sorry.
I'm gonna say Kane.
Kane, he's not a good spot either.
Ratu goes and Kane's just at the bottom of that tribe.
Yeah, but the thing with Kane is I think they might need him for challenges. So I could see someone like Jamie going before Kane.
Maybe, but Brandon seemed like he wasn't too happy.
Yeah, he was not.
So I think he would just carry out that
maybe. But how much power does Brandon have in the game?
Well, he can probably get Matthew. So
maybe.
Brandon Matthew.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Eric?
I'm in agreement with Martin. I think Kane is the next to go. Another one for my team.
Yeah, that would be devastating for you.
My team's already done, bro. It's been done.
Who do you have that can win?
Claire, Franny.
I think Claire's his best bet.
I mean, I have Lauren still, but I will say, if Ratu does go, it would be a mistake not to send Lauren instead of Kane, because, like we all saw earlier on in this episode, she said she has 2 votes. So all she needs is one more person if there's 4 people left, and that's a 3-2 majority with her votes.
Yeah.
So you have to take out Lauren next, ideally. If you were like Brandon and Matthew, we'll see if they do. I doubt it.
I don't think Brandon's willing to work with Kane,
but yeah, I pretty much come down to the same assumption as Martin, that Kane's on the bottom, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about a draft. How are you guys feeling about your teams?
I'm willing to make some trades here.
Well, you want to go over them really quick?
Sure.
Because yours, I think you still have 5 out of the 6.
Yeah.
You've only lost
only Helen.
Helen.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Helen.
I've lost 2.
Lost
the first
2.
episode.
Yeah.
So it's 4, 5, 6 right now.
Yeah.
I'm willing to trade my first overall.
Wow.
First round.
Josh?
Yeah.
Dr. Josh?
He wasn't your first round?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I thought he was your second round.
Nope, he was my first round. And he's got no con. If anyone's... you want to take anyone off?
You want Kane?
I want Kane.
He has Franny.
You want trade Josh for Franny?
You had 6 opportunities to take Franny.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't want Josh anymore.
What's wrong with Josh?
He doesn't get any content. You don't even know who he is, pretty much. Who's he aligned with? Yeah.
No idea.
What's his last name? I don't even know what his last name is.
Wilder.
Wilder.
Oh yeah, it is Wilder.
Yeah.
Like Deontay Wilder, the boxer.
Yeah. Josh for Franny. You down?
No.
No. Josh for Yam Yam.
No, pass on that.
Is there any way I could get Yam Yam?
No, not really.
No, you just said you were gonna trade Yam Yam yesterday.
No,
What
I
if he
just-
gives
I just
you-
asked if anyone was interested. Yeah.
What if it's like Josh and like a future pick?
That's what I'm thinking. Hey, I'll trade Josh for. I'll start trading people for draft picks in the season, in season 45 and season 46.
I had Josh ranked 12th on my big board going into the season. I had Franny 7th. So
Really, I thought you had her 9th.
I thought so too, but I guess it was 7th.
And she went last too.
She went
Second
last
to
time,
last.
yeah.
I had Carson there. Yeah.
Carson.
No, I was high on Franny. Even though she fell to me in the last round, I just had other people I was higher on. Probably a mistake picking Bruce
Yeah.
in the second round. And probably a big mistake. Actually, I don't think I made a mistake otherwise.
What about,
Kane was a little high, I
what
guess.
about Heidi? I would only trade for Heidi.
I like Heidi.
Yeah? Do you want Heidi?
Heidi's kind of in the same camp as Josh, where you just don't know anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she's gotten a little bit more screen time.
Yeah, she has. I don't know. You want to make a trade?
For Kane?
I don't want Kane, dude. Sorry, I don't want fucking Kane on my team.
I can't give up the women I have. I feel okay about
I'll
them.
trade you Heidi for your second round pick in the
Why?
season 46 draft.
What round did you draft Heidi this season?
It doesn't matter. This is for future value.
Heidi was a 5th round pick.
Okay, she's a 5th round pick, and you're telling me you're willing to trade her. If you view her that highly for a 2nd round pick, why not just keep her?
Because I see the okay. So first of all, I'm going for future considerations here. I'm trying to rebuild this franchise. Okay, I had 2 good seasons with season 40 and season 43. You know, we're in a rebuild. Okay, so I'm
Rebuild
gonna
or like retooling?
I'm retooling. Okay, I'm gonna do it. King. I'm gonna start trading
Retooling
away.
on the fly.
I'm gonna start trading away my people for draft picks right now. Okay, so I'll 2nd in season 46.
No.
Why?
Why would I do that?
Because first of all, it brings you even this season. It puts you higher, gives you one more person when you're already down 2. You get one more person. Come on.
I mean, historically, my 2nd round picks haven't been the best. Owen and Bruce.
Owen made it to the finals.
That's
though,
true.
So.
You want a Matthew? You can complete like the showmance. You would have Franny and Matthew.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm not opposed to that. But I don't think we're gonna make a trade. I think teams are standing pat.
Heidi for Yam Yam.
Heidi for none.
That's fair.
Yeah, come on. No, I
that's
think
fair.
I think that is. I don't think we're gonna trade. Okay. Fuck you guys.
Well, that wraps up our Survivor Season 44 Episode 2 recap. Be sure to check out our Australian content that we're producing. Yes, there are only 6 episodes left. 7 contestants remain. Both Haley and George are still in the game. It's wild to see.
And Simon.
And Simon. It is wild to see. Sorry if it's spoilers. It is what it is. But be sure to follow us on Twitter at PlanVoodooPod, and be sure to follow and subscribe wherever you're listening, whether that be Spotify or YouTube. We really appreciate the support. Let us know down in the comments who you guys think is the next boot. We want to hear from you guys. For now, this is Plan Voodoo, where split vote is not safe.